and killed one civilian. Now, Israel claimed it was these rocket attacks from Lebanon into the Galilee that caused them to attack Lebanon. But what does Yaniv say? He says the raison d'etre of the entire operation was destroying the PLO as a political force capable of claiming a Palestinian state on the West Bank. It had nothing to do with the shelling of the northern Galilee, and it had everything to do with the fact that the PLO was too moderate, and Israel did not want to leave the West Bank. Well, fast forward to 2008. In December 2008, Israeli Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni, she says Israel wants a temporary ceasefire, a temporary period of calm with Hamas, but not an extended truce, because an extended truce harms the Israeli strategic goal, empowers Hamas, and gives the impression that Israel recognizes the movement. Translation: a protracted ceasefire that enhanced Hamas's credibility would have undermined Israel's strategic goal of retaining control of the West Bank. So, as far back as March 2007, Israel decides to attack Hamas. It negotiates a truce in June 2008. Why? The Israeli press is very candid. It said Barak, the defense minister, needed time to prepare an attack. Once all the pieces were in place, Israel only lacked a pretext. And on 4 November, while the American media were riveted on Election Day in the United States, Israel broke the ceasefire by killing 7 Hamas militants on the flimsy excuse that they were digging a tunnel to abduct Israeli soldiers, an excuse that nobody in Israel took seriously. After Hamas predictably resumed its rocket attacks in retaliation. Whose phrase is that? It's the same document on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website, the Israeli Intelligence and Terrorism Information Center. They say it was Israel that broke the ceasefire and Hamas reacted in retaliation. Israel could now embark on yet another murderous attack in order to foil yet another Palestinian peace offensive. That's the basic picture. And now what's the challenge for us? The challenge is not small. Let me just briefly quote to you from Gideon Levy in Haaretz. The IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, has no mercy for the children in Gaza nursery schools. Compared with previous wars, this one is child's play. It's child's play because of its victims. About 1/3 of those killed in Gaza have been children. The estimates now are the 1,200 killed, about 400 were children. God does not show mercy on the children at Gaza's nursery schools, and neither does the Israeli Defense Forces. That's how it goes when war is waged in such a densely populated area with a population so blessed with children. About half of Gaza's residents are under 15. No pilot or soldier went to war to kill children. Not one among them intended to kill children. But it also sings, neither did they intend not to kill them. They went to war after the IDF had already killed 1,000 Palestinian children since May 2000. The public's shocking indifference to these figures is incomprehensible. 1,000 propagandists and apologists cannot excuse this criminal killing. One can blame Hamas for the death of children, but no reasonable person in the world will buy these ludicrous, flawed, propagandistic goods in light of the pictures and statistics coming from Gaza. A significant majority of the children killed in Gaza did not die because they were used as human shields or because they worked for Hamas. They were killed because the IDF bombed, shelled, or fired on them, their families, or their apartment buildings. That is why the blood of Gaza's children is on our hands, not on Hamas's hands, and we will never be able to escape that responsibility. Bear in mind, he uses the standard, no reasonable person will believe the ludicrous, propagandistic lies of the Israeli government. But alas, some here in Canada do believe them. Mr. Ignatieff, the carpetbagger from Harvard. He says, Israel has the right to defend itself. Hamas is a terrorist organization. Israel kills 1,200 Palestinians, targets ambulances, mosques, schools, hospitals, drops white phosphorus indiscriminately in civilian neighborhoods. But Hamas is the terrorist organization. Israel has the right to defend itself. But Palestinians have no right to defend themselves. Palestinians don't even have the right to live. I know some of you are not aware of that because you haven't read the Geneva Conventions, but it's there. You have to search hard, but it's there. Everybody in the world has the right to live, but the people of Palestine do not have that right. Israel has the right, with the support of the United States and the European Union, to put a brutal blockade on Gaza. Before the ceasefire was over, Mary Robinson, the former High Commissioner for Human Rights, she went to Gaza. She says, I can't believe what I see before my eyes. An entire civilization is being destroyed. But Gaza, the people of Gaza, they have a moral responsibility, a legal responsibility to commit collective suicide. They have no right to resist, no right to defend themselves. Only Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel is building a wall which is robbing the Palestinians of 12% of the West Bank. The entire international community, apart from the US and Israel, have declared the wall illegal. The International Court of Justice, the highest judicial body in the world, declared that wall illegal. But Palestinians have no right to defend themselves when 10% of the 22% of their homeland that's left is being stolen before